Hello everybody, how the devil are you? This is Cirque. Welcome back to the park. So we're at the Octotron now. Look at the head.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
The guy just snapped.
Actually kill
Those
this
poor kids.
Oh yeah, because we're about to...
We were waiting for our turn on the ride, Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or lion, but as more and more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions. Something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster. Like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. Then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving, said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And as the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of the poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Yeah. No, that was it. So, Chad the Chipmunk
Murderized some kids because they insulted him or something? Yeah. That one, yeah, decrease.
Right, we're decreasing this.
Oh, look at the cute little cars. Hoo-hoo-hoo!
What is that?
That's increase. That's not gonna help you. Oh look, it's Chad.
Where?
The thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ho-ho! Come and ride the Octotron! Ho-ho!
Who is like doing this? Who's not people like?
Oh.
What is this someone in there?
Oh,
Oh, did you see that?
yeah, it's
Like
Skeleman. Whoa, why is it going all doopy doops? Look around more. There's gotta be something around here. Ooh. Don't look at the. Stop looking at the middle so much. There's gotta be something on the outside. Oh, that. You just went past it. Didn't you see it? There.
Oh no!
He's huge. Yeah, he's huge.
Is that like big skelly man there? Is he still in there?
No. Nobody's in there now.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real,
Typical
so
mother.
there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered.
Well, it's saying that
And as they fell in pieces,
like she
that
didn't
one
trust
treacherous
Callum
thought became a
when she
new
first
foundation.
when he
All
was
of
born.
the love that we shared,
You're
all
at
of
the
the warmth
Octotron.
and goodness that followed, built on a single traitorous thought.
Am I going the right way?
Yeah.
There's a there's a building there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a page. I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun. But the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping. Most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve. See? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve the local lush as Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. Then I saw him at Susie's diner, still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained, discreetly, to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. And apparently, Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him puking in a gutter outside the cycle station. Because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of that suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, eye-humping me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Henman.
I don't want to see it ever again. Oh my god! Did you just see that?
Yeah. There's something back there. When the light sparks.
Yeah, I can see it. It's there. Did you see it how closer?
Yeah, and there was something else in there, like a Chad thing. Or something like that. But you can't even get in there, can you?
No, I don't think so.
Hmm. The Dodgem cars.
Yeah, remember them?
Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
I don't think we'll have time for the Dodgem cars.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't think we'll have time for them. Oh, you can examine that one.
What is that thing?
You can check the thing. Okay. Oh. Well, she's getting electroshock. I think she's remembering. They actually used to do that when people had like psychoses and mental problems. They thought electrocuting them would fix it. It's called electroshock therapy. Yeah. Alright. I think that's enough for this episode. Alright. Thanks everybody.
Ciao.
Ciao mi familia.